Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Mariane, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I make my task cards that I house in my Filofax Domino Soft Pocket Organizer in the color Lemon. Let's get started. In my pocket planner, I have quite a few task cards as reminders for what to do at a particular time of the day or week. So here, this one is my AM routine task card, my PM routine task card, my cleaning schedule task card for the week, and my Instagram post schedule for the week. Now, I make these using laminating sheets. So nothing in between it, just run through the laminating machine and then cut to size of a credit card. Just grab yourself any laminating pouch. This one is an 80 microns thickness. So when it gets run through the laminating machine, it's not too thick. So grab yourself one of those and run it through the laminating machine. And here's one I've prepared earlier. So it's already hardened. Let me show you the difference with one that hasn't been run through. So it's quite flimsy and it's still separate. In between is what will make the two sides stick to each other when run through the hot laminating machine. And now you have a nice plastic to use. If you did want to make it a bit thicker, I'd suggest grabbing two sheets, laminate one, and once it's gone through, sandwich in between a second one, and you'll have a much sturdier and thicker plastic. For me, I just use one sheet. I house my task card in this clear divider and pop it in this clear pocket that are also made using laminating sheets. If you want to see how I create these clear pockets, there'll be a video link up here. So once you finish watching this video, you can head over and watch that one to make your own clear little pocket that I just stick on with this double-sided sticky tape onto this clear divider. And then that just pops in there, ready for use. So let's put that aside. I'll grab my paper trimmer. You don't have to have a paper trimmer, but it is handy to cut your pieces squared. If you've got great straight cutting skills, use scissors or an X-Acto knife on a cutting mat. But if you do have a paper cutting tool handy, then it's very helpful. The size of my task card is the same as a standard credit card or store card. Here's one of my transport cards, and it's the size of my task card. So if you have these pocket inserts to pop your task cards in, these task cards will pop nicely in these pockets. The length of this card is 3 3/8 inch, and the width is 2 1/8, or in centimeters, 8.5 centimeters by about 5.5 centimeters. So let's cut the laminated sheet to size. 3 3/8 is the length. If you wanted to keep that rounded corner, then measure right from this edge. But if you want sharp corners, you can cut that piece off first. So 3 3/8 inch. So 3 3/8 inch is here. Let's check. Yes, 3 3/8. And then the width is 2 1/8. You can make quite a few cards with just this one sheet. So 2 1/8, 2 1/8, 2 1/8, and I think the last piece is also 2 1/8. So if the last piece is not 2 1/8, don't throw it out. So you can round the corners with scissors. That way you don't stab yourself with the sharp corners. Okay, there we are. I'll be back. If you do have a dandy We Are Memory Keeper cropper dial corner chomper or any corner punch on hand, you can use that too. I've had this for a while. I briefly thought I'd venture into making greeting cards. So I have quite a few tools handy. I normally use the 1/4 inch corner and just punch the corners out. Sometimes it doesn't punch cleanly, so I just get the scissors to finish it off. And there you go. You have a clear plastic card ready to put the sticky note flags on as your reminder for whatever task or schedule routine you want to put on there. So I'll use one and put the others aside. You can pre-cut the rest of the sheet ready for when you make some more task cards later on. Let me just clean up and grab the other things that I need. Okay, I just grabbed this blue paper so you can see the clear task card a bit better. Next, what I have is my label maker. This one is the Dymo LiteraTag desktop label maker, and I have the clear tape with black writing as my cartridge. You can also get the white tape with black writing. And then for the sticky flags, you can get them at your stationery shop or art and craft shops. You can get ones that have patterns. You can get thicker ones if you want to make bigger task cards. You can get paper ones, which are fine, but maybe not as durable as the plastic sticky note tabs. This one here is from Typo with a mixture of different colors and patterns, and you can add a tape with a white tape with black writing, and you have thinner ones or fluorescent ones. The ones I'll be using are these pastel ones. I can't remember exactly where I got these ones, maybe from Daiso or maybe Officeworks here in Australia. Just search your local stationery shop in whatever colours you like. Just as a side note, these task cards are inspired by Maddie Plans on Instagram, who I think originally thought up how to construct these task cards. A lot have been inspired by her, so if you can't make your own, pop onto her page and I think you can order task cards from her. The other thing I use is a grid paper. So it helps align your sticky flags. Or you can use just plain lined paper. That'll do as well. I just grab a little bit of blue tack to stick the clear task card to the grid paper. So just square it up with your grid and it'll help you align the sticky flags in the middle of the card. The task card I want to make today are for my self-care to help me avoid getting burnt out. So I created this planner insert to avoid burnout, and there are 3 types: profound emotional exhaustion, generalized negativity, also called cynicism, and feelings of professional inefficacy. So to avoid burnout, of course, rest when you're tired, but instead of waiting until you're tired, exhausted, or feeling negative, ensure you're taking 3 types of breaks. There's macro, meso, and micro. Macro breaks are the ones you take once a month, either a half or a full day off, and schedule it in. I know not everyone can take a day off work, so at least one of the weekends, take a break for yourself. The meso breaks are once a week. Take 1 to 2 hours off to do something for yourself. So for me, I've used some of these types of break, and that's why I'm making my task card today. So mani-pedi, face mask, foot spa, go for a long walk, watch a movie. And then the micro ones are making sure you are resting for a few minutes several times a day. So taking 1 minute deep breaths, stop and thinking or writing down what you're grateful for. So I want to create a task card with the things to do for the meso breaks. So if I need prompting on what to do on a particular week, I can refer back to my self-care task card and schedule it within my week. Now, to pick which sticky colored task card to use. My AM, I use the purple one. Green for my PM. Orange for cleaning. So I might use these. Use the blue one. So I want one for mani-pedi, for a face mask. So I'm using the grid paper at the back as a guide to line up my sticky flags. So for my foot spa, go for a long walk and watch a movie. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can add 1 or 2 more later. So this will be my weekly self-care prompt task card. So now onto my label maker. This one has different size fonts. extra large, large, medium, small, and extra small. And these ones here are the small fonts, and the style I'll be using is normal, but you can have bold, italic, and outlined. So I'll type it in the normal style. I'll type out all my self-care labels in one go, because the label maker gives margins on each side and I don't want to waste my tape by doing it one by one. So I'll fast track through this bit and I'll show you once completed. So press print and cut with this cutter button on the side, and this is how it comes out. And see how there's a bit of margin at the beginning and the end. So what I do after each label, I just tap the space bar 3 times to give extra space for me to cut in between. So I cut in between each label and I just cut any excess around the writing. Take the backing off and I use a little tweezer to help me place it on the sticky flag. The great thing with the grid is you can see how many square grid space at the beginning and the end, and you can easily place it in the middle of the sticky flag. So do the same for the other labels. Here we are. Next, I'm going to put a heading label on it with self-care. So I'll pop the blue tack back to keep it in place. And I'm just going to move the sticky flags down a little bit to make space for my heading. And now let's get to the next bit. Turn on my label maker, clear all, and the size I will use will be large, and I'm going to italic style. Self-care, print. While that's printing, let's clean up. Clean as you go. Cut. So there's enough space to add one or more flags if I want. So line it up. Here we go. my self-care task card. Normally I don't take the sticky flags off the card. I just look back on this card when planning my new week. I'll probably put this in my A5 planner. And pop a clear pocket here. So I can refer to it when scheduling for a new week. So that's how I make my task card. I'm back, sorry, my memory card got full, so I had to transfer all the files to a memory drive. Oh, I thought of another self-care prompt that I can do on a weekly basis, and that's to sew something for myself. So I'll make that label now, and look, my sticky flags are all lined up nice and neat. I did that while I was off camera. So clear, okay. So for self, get my scissors, okay, there we are, all finished. My self-care prompts for my weekly breaks. And I did find a spare clear pocket that I made last time, so my task card fits nicely in it. And I decided I'll actually put the task card in my pocket planner with the rest of my task cards, and I'll pop it on my daily clear divider because I'm always referring to my daily tab. So I just grab some double-sided sticky tape and attach to the edges. Take the backing, and I just grab myself a little ruler to help me align. And there we go, my self-care task card. So when I'm planning my new week or my new month, I can easily refer to this card. So here for September, you can see on Saturday I'm going to do a face mask. Sunday, go for a long walk. The following Saturday, watch a movie at home. We're still in lockdown. And even sew a tote bag. I do have quite a few things going on. Ta-da! Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of new videos. Thank you and see you next time. Bye-bye.